Hey y'all, welcome back. So we are inside of Dollar General and we're getting ready to get into my any day deals video where I'm going to bring to you over 20 plus all digital scenarios that you can do any day of the week. So I'm here to show you how you can truly maximize your savings and not pay full price on things you're going to pay for anyway. So definitely like the video and subscribe. And if you don't know already, in honor of my birthday month, which is April, and my birthday is actually April 12th, I have heavily discounted my website products, so you can get my couponing course for just $32. And then you can also get my couponing guide, which has over 31 couponing tips for just $3.20. And then you could get my 5 ways that couponing helps pay bills guide for just 32 cents. So in honor of my 32nd birthday, which is Wednesday, April the 12th, I have heavily discounted my website. So definitely take advantage of those offers because after April's gone, the price goes back up. So let's get into the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you do want to take advantage of my birthday special, you can always click the link down below or just head over to my website, which is heyimd.com. But let's get into the video. Let's maximize our savings so we're not paying full price. And don't forget to comment down below where you're from and what the weather's like. If you don't know already, I'm here in Georgia. A little windy today. Hopefully it warms up later on in the day. Now let's get into it. All right, y'all. So if you didn't see my haul from this weekend where I did my 5 off of 25, definitely check it out. Because if you don't know already, I love couponing and getting stocked up on food. So if you're one that may be in need of juice, check your accounts because we do have a $1.25 digital for the Welch's juice. So you could pick up this one right here at $3.50, or maybe you prefer the other ones, which are $5. But all of them are 64 fluid ounce. But the cheapest one would be to grab this one at $3.50. Use that $1.25 digital. Now, if your store has the Tropicana, and a big shout out to my subscriber friend who said that this was amazing because this actually tastes really good. So I also factored this in. This Tropicana right here is $3, y'all. And we have a $1 digital. So it makes it just $2. But let's say you have a 3 off of 15, or you're combining this with your 5 off of 25. Then this will come out even cheaper. But a great time to also factor in other household essentials other than just like laundry care. Definitely also consider food because think about things you're going to pay for anyway. And like I always say, the goal is not to pay full price. So definitely some great options, especially if you are in need of juice. And always be sure to check out my previous video from the week before because I like to sometimes factor in like the newer digitals that we have. But sometimes you may have not couponed the weekend before, or maybe you're new to my channel and this is your first time creating a Dollar General account. So you might have some of those coupons that I may have mentioned last week because we definitely have some great deals, especially if you use some of the coupons from last week as well. But when it comes to laundry care, we definitely have tons of digitals. So if you're one that prefers Tide, you could definitely pick up one of the Tides that are like the 69 fluid ounce, or you could even get the Flings, which are like 31 count, but it just depends because if you come over here and get the ones that have like Febreze or Downy, those are normally like a smaller count at like 23. So you might want to get more bang for your buck if you are planning on getting the pods. You might want to get the 31 count, but they're $9.95 whether you get the pods or the liquid. And then we have a $2 digital. Now another option you might want to do, you might want to grab the ones at $15.95 whether you get the pods or the liquid. And then we have a $3 digital. So when I say cater it to your need, that's what I mean, because if you know that you run through this, then you might want to just factor this in, but it just depends. So again, you definitely might want to take advantage of my discounted items on my website because again, if you're struggling with couponing, or maybe you're one that wants that fast track and maybe you don't want to keep looking at the free content and you want to really see how I'm able to save over $200 plus a month from couponing, then definitely take advantage of that offer down to just $32 for my couponing course, or the other offers I have also discounted as well. So when it comes to Tide, we definitely have those options. And then when it comes to the game, if you are one that wants the larger games at $15.95, we do have a $3 digital. And again, you can get the liquid, you can get the Flings, and then if your store carries like the big fire beads, not these, but it's an even bigger, they're also $15.95. You could use that $3 digital. Oh wow, y'all, I haven't seen these before. Comment below if your store has these. Wow, I've never seen the snuggle beads that big. Normally I'm used to seeing them in this size. And then while I'm over here, we also have a new digital for Arm & Hammer for $1.25 off. And you could pick up these incense booster beads right here at $4.25. Another option could be the Arm & Hammer packs right here, which are $4.25. Or maybe you want to grab one of the liquid detergents, which are also $4.25. So depending on whichever one you decide to get, don't forget to clip the $1.25 digital. And then if you are new and maybe you're not sure how to use a digital coupon, remember once you use them, they're gone. All right, y'all. So if you're one that does like snuggle and that's something that you know you're going to pay for anyway, we did get a digital coupon for when we buy the bigger snuggle fabric softener. So the ones down here at $8.50, we would get the dryer sheets for free, and the dryer sheets are $1.95. So you could pick up both. I think roughly it totals you like $11.35 or somewhere in there, and then you get $1.95 off. So it kind of again makes the dryer sheets free. So a great time to get these items, especially if you're going to pay for these anyway. And we do also have a dollar digital for like the game products at $4.50, which includes several items like the powdered detergent. Is anyone out there that just strictly uses powder? But you could get the powder detergent. You could get the flings. Another option, if you didn't need like the detergent, you could get the fabric softener right here. Or maybe you're one that needs the dryer sheets. That digital works for the dryer sheets, the 105 count. Or you could also get the firework beads. And then also I noticed that when it comes to the firework beads, the ones that are actually $7.50, I noticed I had a 4 off of 2 digital. So if you're one that's going to be using that 5 off of 30 gain digital, that would be a great item to maybe factor in, especially if you're going to pay for the firework beads anyway. So definitely some great options. So always again, cater the deal to your need. All right, y'all, if you're one that needs Drift baby detergent, it's priced at $10.50 and we got a $3 digital. So this would definitely be a great time to get this factored into your deal. All right, y'all, and if you didn't use your $2.30 off of one Febreze small space, then you definitely might want to add that in and maybe even use that as a filler item if you're doing your 5 off of 25. Or if you're doing a gain scenario, then you could definitely maybe factor in the gain scented small space and then again use the $2.30 digital coupon. So these are $3.25. So an amazing time to get some cheap small spaces. And then again, last week I did factor in some scenarios with the Airwick because we do have a buy one get one free coupon if maybe you prefer to get that instead. So you could pick up like the twin refills at $6.25. Picking up 2 will total you $12.50, and then you end up paying just $6.25 for 2 after that digital coupon. So another great option. All right, y'all, so if you are one that needs some dish soap and maybe you do prefer Dawn, y'all know I love the Dawn Power Wash. We did get a $2.99 off of 2 digital when you pick up the e-squeeze and the larger like refill. So a lot of times though, they do still come off when you just pick up 2. So you could just probably pick up 2 of these. These are the cheaper ones at $2.85 and then use the $2.99 off of 2 digital. But for the sake of the video, I'm gonna do what the coupon says and pick up the jug and then the Dawn e-squeeze. But a lot of times they do work. So if you want the cheaper out of pocket, just know you could essentially almost save about $6 because these are $2.85 and then the cheaper one is $8.50. So you can pick up this at $8.50 and then this one at $2.85. Use the $2.99 digital, and I think it ends up making them like $8 and something for those 2. Or again, you could test out picking up 2 of these, which roughly almost cost you $6. You'll get almost $3 off, making it just 3. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we also still have our digital for buy one get one free. Oh, maybe we don't. It may have expired on the 8th. Y'all comment below. I can't remember, but I'm like, this store is really stocked. They got the palm olive too. But if we do still have it, you might want to even consider picking up the palm olive or the Ajax. The Ajax is more, but it's a little bigger at $4.25, and the palm olive is this one right here at $3. But if we still have a buy one get one free coupon, or if maybe it resets, that can also be a great option. All right, y'all, if you are in need of tissue, we do have a dollar digital for the cotton nail. So you can pick up this one right here, priced at $5.50. And then if your store has the Scott tissue, which normally would be right here, you could use the dollar digital for that. So great options when it comes to tissue. Always cater it to your need, because if maybe you prefer the larger cottonelle, which is like $10, you could use that same dollar digital that works for this one for that one. And then if you have a store that carries the smaller 6-roll Scott, which are like $3.50 or somewhere in there, then you could also use the dollar digital for the Scott for that. But again, cater it to your need, because we have digitals for like the quilted northern if maybe you're one that prefers that. But the cheaper route to go would be to pick up the Scott or the cottonelle. Since my store is out of the Scott, I think I'm just going to factor in the angel saw for the sake of the video. But you would want to grab the Scott. Right, y'all, so I was really excited to see that we did get some great digitals for paper towels. So if you're one that likes the Viva paper towels, which my store is out, but you could grab those. They're like $6.75 this week. And we have a dollar digital. Another option could be the Scott paper towels, which are $6.50, and then we have a separate dollar digital. So for the sake of the video, y'all, I might end up just factoring in this bounty right here, but of course you would want to make sure you grab the correct one. And then if your store is out of like the Viva but has the Scott, you might want to grab that, or vice versa. So always cater it to your need, but some great items when it comes to paper towels. All right, y'all, so we did get a 50-cent digital for Lysol. So tons of ways you can do the deal. You might want to grab one of these all-purpose cleaners at $2.75. Use the 50-cent digital. It'll make it just $2.50. Another great option could be like the toilet bowl cleaner at $3 using the 50-cent digital. So if you know you maybe need toilet bowl cleaner, then you might want to do that versus just going the cheaper route. So always cater it to your need. And then another option I want to mention that I did factor in last week, but I'm not factoring it in this week. Remember, you might still have your digitals for the Mr. Clean products. You could grab some at $3.25. I think it works for like the magic eraser. Yeah, and then use the $3.25 off of 2 digital, or we have a $5.50 off of 2 digital that works for like the larger magic erasers at like $5.50 or $5.75, and then it also works for like the Mr. Clean Freak right here at $6. So some other options just depending on your need. And y'all, big shout out to my subscriber friends who were mentioning, because if you saw my haul video from last week, then you know I end up having to put this back, because remember, these are $1, but a lot of times that dollar digital we have attaches to these. But my subscriber friends, y'all were telling me that it's like 2 different barcodes, so to kind of really search. So if you have that dollar digital for the scope and it attaches, this could be a great freebie or a great filler item. But you might want to scan different ones if your $1 digital isn't attaching, because some of them may have different barcodes. So don't get discouraged. You might just have to kind of search a little further back. All right, y'all, so if you are one that needs some hair care, we did get a 3 off of 2 Dollar General digital for the whole blends. And you could pick up some of the ones at $4.25, whether you get the conditioner or the shampoo, and then use that $3 digital coupon. And I was really excited because I like how that's a store coupon. So if we happen to get a manufacturer coupon, we'll be able to combine that with that store coupon and come out even cheaper. So it's a great time to get stocked up on some hair care. All right, y'all, we did get a 4 off of 2 digital coupon that works for like the Degree or even the Dove deodorant spray. So you could grab like the women Degree or even the men one, which is the cheaper ones at $5.75. Use the 4 off of 2 digital, or you might want to pay a little more if maybe your preference is the Dove, and you can get the Dove men or the Dove women, and those are a little more. So always cater it to your need. And then we do have several other digitals for like, I think it's the Secret. So if you did need deodorant, just make sure you're looking at your coupons and catering the deal to your need. All right, y'all, so another great filler item, or a great time to get some really cheap cosmetics. So I noticed we got a dollar digital for like the Believe products, and normally you can find some like as cheap as like $1 or maybe like $1.25. So this could definitely be a great filler item for like a 5 off of 25, or any threshold coupon you might be using, like even like a 3 off of 15, or just a great time to get some cheap nail care. So I'm gonna grab one, try to see if they have any for like $1 or $1.25, and get that added to my transaction. All right, y'all, so other than like household items like laundry care, remember, along with food, you could also maybe get some other items that you might be paying full price for anyway. So you definitely might want to consider the socks this week if you are one that needs socks, because with the hang socks we did get a $2 digital, and some of them are as cheap as like $7.75. So a great time to get this factored into your deal. And remember, if you're factoring it into your 5 off of 25, it could definitely come out much cheaper. All right, y'all, so here's a nice deal to do, and it's several ways that you can turn this deal into a deal that you might actually need, or maybe you want to get your deal like this. So I'm going to show you different ways, so definitely stick around. But you can pick up one of the Arm & Hammer like packs, laundry packs at $4.25. Use the $1.25 digital. And then for this scenario, I'm going to tell you the price of both, but you want to grab the Scott tissue, which is actually 50 cents cheaper than this Cottonelle. So the Scott is $5, and then we have $1 digital. Or you could keep it like this because maybe your store is out like mine's, so you might want to do the Cottonelle at $5.50 instead. Use the $1 digital, and then grab the Gang Flings at $4.50 and use the $1 digital. So if you were to do the Scott tissue instead of the Cottonelle, this would actually bring you to $13.75. And then when all of those digital coupons that I mentioned come off, this ends up being just $10.50, y'all. But if you were one that wants the Cottonelle or gets the Cottonelle, this would end up being just $11. So just 50 cents more. So definitely not bad, especially if you're going to pay for this anyway. And then I do want to show you another way you can do the deal, and guess what? It's still going to come out the same. So always cater it to your need. So remember, with the Gang Flings, remember that $1 digital also works for other Gang products. So if you are one that maybe wants to get the fabric softener, since we already have the Arm & Hammer packs, or maybe you don't need fabric softener, but maybe you want to get the dryer sheets, then you might want to factor in the Gang dryer sheets, or even those Gang Instant Booster Beads. Another option, just depending on your need, you could take away the Arm & Hammer. Maybe you don't like the packs, maybe you're one that wants the liquid, and then you could do the liquid. And then remember, you could substitute for any of those Gang products that I mentioned. Or another option you can do, maybe you're one that wants the Instant Booster Beads for the Arm & Hammer, you could do that, and maybe one of the Gang products. Or maybe you do need a laundry care, so you might want to factor in the Gang Flings. So again, any of those scenarios I just showed you would end up being $11 with the Cottonelle, or just $10.50 if your store has the Scott 12 roll pack, which is $5. So tons of options if you get into your store and your store may be out, or maybe you prefer some of the other laundry care items. Now here's a nice deal you can do. You want to actually grab the Scott towels, the paper towels, at $6.50, or remember, a great option could be the Viva. That's actually my personal favorite. So for 25 cents more, you could get the Viva at $6.75, and then we have $1 digitals for whichever one you decide to pick up. So for the sake of the video, I'm just factoring in the bounty since my store was out. And then you want to grab one of the Gang products at $4.50. Remember the different options you can grab. So if you don't need flings but you need dryer sheets, then you might want to get that instead. Or if you know you like the powder detergent instead of the flings, then grab that instead. And then you want to grab the Lysol toilet bowl cleaner, which is $3, and use the 50-cent digital. So if we did this scenario, this would end up totaling us just $14. And then when all our digital coupons come off, we end up paying just $11.50 before tax, y'all. Now again, always cater to your need. You could actually come out 25 cents cheaper if you don't even need the Lysol toilet bowl cleaner, but maybe you need the spray. Then you might want to add in the all-purpose spray. Remember, it's $2.75, and we have that 50-cent digital. So tons of options. And then if you're just looking for the cheaper out-of-pocket, then you might not even want to factor in the flings. But for 50 cents cheaper, you might want to factor in one of the Arm & Hammer products that I mentioned already. So remember, you don't have to get the packs. You can get the liquid detergent or like the Instant Booster Beads. So again, always cater it to your need. And then if you didn't even need paper towels, and maybe your focus is more so tissue, you could come out $1 cheaper if maybe you wanted to factor in the Cottonelle at $5.50 using the $1 digital. Or even the Scott. Remember, the Scott is the cheapest, but my store is out. But let's say you just even did the Cottonelle, you would come out $1 cheaper, and this would end up being just $10.50 before tax. Actually, no, this would end up being $10.25 with the all-purpose, or $10.50 if you do the Lysol toilet bowl cleaner instead. And actually, no, I'm sorry, y'all, because that's considering we had the Gang. So this would actually be even cheaper. So let me tell you the actual price if you were to do this scenario instead. Y'all, this scenario will end up being $9.75 after all of our coupons come off, or $9.25 if your store has the Scott. So an amazing all digital deal at that you can do any day of the week here at Dollar General. Here's a nice deal you could do. Pick up one of the Arm & Hammer products at $4.25. Use the $1.25 digital. Pick up one of the hang socks at $7.75. Use the $2 digital. And then pick up the Febreze small space at $3.25. Use the $2.30 digital coupon. So for this particular scenario, this ends up totaling us $15.25. So if you happen to have a 3 off of 15, definitely something that you might want to throw into your deal because you could save an additional $3. But if not, this would total you $15.25. And then when all our coupons come off at the register, we end up paying just $9.70, y'all, before tax. $9.70. And remember, you could factor in the other Arm & Hammer products, or for 50 cents more, if maybe you're one that prefers the game products, remember you could just do the game instead. So tons of options just depending on your need. So always cater to your need or what your store has in stock. All right, now here's a nice deal you can do, and I feel like this would smell so good. But pick up the bigger SWAGBUCKS. This is the 120 fluid ounce, and it's $8.50. And then we also picked up the SWAGBUCKS fabric sheets or dryer sheets, which are $1.95. And we have a coupon when we buy the big fabric softener and the dryer sheets. We get $1.95 off, so it really ends up making the dryer sheets free. And then I picked up the Arm & Hammer Instant Wash Beads at $4.25. But remember, you could get the liquid detergent or the pods and then use the $1.25 digital. This scenario is going to end up totaling you $14.70. And then when all your digital coupons come off, we end up paying just $11.50, y'all, before tax. But if maybe you don't need the booster beads, maybe you know you prefer to get some laundry detergent, then you might want to do the pods. Or if you know you prefer liquid, you might want to do the liquid. And then again, with any of those scenarios, you still come out the same, or for about 50 cents more if your store, let's say, was out of Arm & Hammer, or maybe you know you're one that prefers game, then add in the game powdered detergent or the flings or those other game products at $4.50. So tons of options. And then remember, if you can wait until Saturday and factor it into a 5 off of 25, then remember your out-of-pocket could definitely be much cheaper. Y'all, here's a nice deal you can do. And of course, you could come out much cheaper if maybe you do need tissue instead of paper towels. But grab the Scott paper towels or the Viva ones at $6.75. But if you get the Scott, they're $6.50. But we have $1 digital for any one of those. And then you want to grab 2 of the Whole Blends products at $4.25 each and use that digital coupon for 3 off of 2. So this particular scenario ends up totaling us $15. And then when all our coupons come off at the register, we end up paying just $11 before tax. But again, remember, you could definitely come out about $1 cheaper if maybe you don't need the paper towels, or maybe you prefer to get the tissue. So you could do the Cottonelle at $5.50 and come out $1 cheaper, since we do have $1 digital for the Cottonelle as well. And if you did end up doing a deal like this ends up being $10 or $9.50 if your store has the Scott tissue and you want to factor that in instead. All right, y'all, so for this scenario, you want to pick up 2 of the grease spray deodorants. Or remember, if you know you prefer the Dove, you might want to get the Dove and pay a little more. But pick up 2 of the degree deodorants. You could get 2 women or 2 men, or mix and match like how I have it. They're $5.75 each. And we have a 4 off of 2 digital. And then you want to pick up the Cottonelle at $5.50 or the Scott for 50 cents cheaper, and then use the $1 digital. So if we end up doing this particular scenario, this ends up totaling us $17. And then when all our coupons come off, we end up paying just $12. Now, I was hoping my store had the Scott, because again, you would come out 50 cents cheaper. So if you had the Scott tissue instead, this would total you $16.50, and then you end up paying $11.50 before tax. So a great time to get some household essentials. And then again, if you can wait until Saturday and combine this into a 5 off of 25, then you definitely could come out again much cheaper. All right, y'all, now here's a nice deal you can do picking up one of the Drift baby detergents. Remember, they're $10.50, and we have that $3 digital. And you could get the toilet bowl cleaner for the Lysol, which is $3, or this Lysol all-purpose cleaner, which is $2.75, using the 50 cent digital. And then pick up the Febreze Small Space at $3.25, use the $2.30 digital. This particular scenario would end up totaling us $16.50. And then when those coupons come off at the register, we end up paying just $10.70 before tax, because my scenario was factoring in the Lysol toilet bowl cleaner. So if you did that, it would be $10.95. But because this is 25 cents cheaper, then it ends up being just $10.70. So again, maybe you don't always cater to you, because maybe you don't have the small spaces. So you could do something like the juice instead, which is $3.50, and then we have $1.25 digital. My bad, y'all. But you want to grab one of the Welch's. You could do that instead of the small space right here, which is $3.25. But you could do the juice at $3.50 and use the $1.25 digital, and roughly your out of pocket would be like $1 and some change more. So always cater it to your. Here's a nice deal you can do, and remember, you could possibly come out much cheaper because, like I said, a lot of times the coupon that we're going to use for the Don normally works for when you just pick up 2, even though the coupon says get 1 of each. So again, do with that as you please, but pick up the Arm & Hammer product at $4.25. You already know the 3 options already at this point, and then use the $1.25 digital. Pick up the big Don dish soap at $8.50, and then the Don E-Squeeze at $2.85, and then when you use the $2.99 off of 2 digital. So for this particular scenario, this ends up totaling us $15.60, and then when all our coupons come off, we pay $11.36 before tax. And y'all comment below, I can't remember, do we still have that 3 off of 15 digital? Because if so, because this is $15.60, this ends up being just $8.36 before tax. So a great way to maximize your savings. And then remember, if you don't want the pods or the packs, you could get the liquid detergent, or if you want to pay about 50 cents more, remember, you could get the game. So always cater it to your need. And then here's a nice option that actually comes out really cheap, because the small spaces after that digital coupon we have for $2.30, these right here that are $3.25 end up being just 95 cents. So this could also be another great option. Or again, you could maybe even factor in the juice if maybe you know you're running low on juice. And remember, you can get the Tropicana. So tons of great options. All right, y'all, now here's a nice deal I thought was pretty sweet, because you're kind of getting a little bit of everything. You're kind of getting food, help, like personal care items, household essentials like laundry care. But you want to pick up the Welch's at $3.50. Use the $1.25 digital. But remember, a great option could be the Tropicana, like orange flavored juice at $3, using the $1 digital. And then pick up one of the game products at $4.50. Use the $1 digital. Or remember, a great substitute could be the Arm & Hammer, and you could come out 50 cents cheaper. And then pick up 2 of the Garnier whole blends at $4.25 each, and then use the 3 off of 2 digital. So this scenario ends up totaling us $16.50. And then when all our digital coupons come off at the register, we should end up paying $11.25 before tax. And again, remember, you don't have to get the game flings. You could get some of the other game products. Or if maybe you just want to get the small spaces, remember, your out of pocket could definitely end up being much cheaper. So again, always cater it to your need. And then even with the whole blends, you don't have to get those particular cents. So again, you can always switch and mix and match how you prefer. All right, y'all, now here's a nice deal you could do. Picking up the Tide liquid or pods at $9.95 using the $2 digital. And remember, you can grab the Arm & Hammer and wash scent boosters right here at $4.25, or the pods or the liquid detergent. Use the $1.25 digital. And then I actually looked up and found one of the Believe nail polishes at $1.25, and then we're going to use that $1 digital. So this scenario ends up coming out to just $11.20, y'all, when all of those digital coupons come off at the register. So a great all digital scenario. Now for 95 cents more, just depending on your need, you could turn around and just do the Febreze small spaces, and then they're $3.25. You have the $2.30 digital coupon. So another great option. Or if you want to pay a little bit more, maybe you are one that needs the Lysol all-purpose cleaner, then you might want to do your scenario like this instead. All right, y'all, so that's all I have for my any day deals video. I definitely hope you all found the video helpful. Y'all let me know down below which scenario you liked, where you're from. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, don't forget to take advantage of this limited time offer that I'm offering for my birthday special, where the products on my website are discounted down to just $32. So definitely take advantage of it, because again, it won't last long, only through the month of April. So head over to my website, heyimd.com, or just click the link down below. But thanks for all the support. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.